All right, what is up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Droppin' Bombs with me, your host, Corey Baumeister. And today we're going to be bringing you a little bit more modern content here. It's been the format I've been liking the most, and the format I've been, winning with the most. I guess that has a little bit of a correlation of my level of enjoyment of a format. But also, I have been just having, more tournaments that are focused on modern. I've had more people in the Patreon that are caring about modern with more RCQs for them. And that's a big deal for me. That's kind of the main content I'm making content for these days is the Patreon, with an extra emphasis on whatever my next event is. And as of right now, filming this mid-September, I don't necessarily have any huge events coming up this month and next month for any particular format. So I figured I might as well kind of just lean on what more of my patrons are playing for RCQs, as well as what I'm just liking the most. So I decided to, innovate a little bit on Jeskai Breach. It's my favorite deck. Sorry again if you're all getting a little bit too much of this content, but I think it's pretty important right now, as in there's a lot of people that are struggling to play the deck. And I think, if y'all out there that are trying to learn this deck or anything like me, I'm a more visual learner, so if I see people doing it, I learn, be like, oh yeah, okay, that's how you do that sequence. That's how you do this. And it clicks a lot more for me than just like reading an article, reading a sideboard guide. So while I do have plenty of those available to people, and some people learn better through that written aspect, if you want to find any of that kind of content, I have my Patreon link below. I have this deck list with the top 15. I think we're up to 16 matches. Every time someone asks for a matchup that they're unsure of how to sideboard, we get it added in there. As well as an article, tips and tricks, all that stuff in the Patreon. So if you're more of a reader when it comes to learning a deck that you're maybe playing in an RCQ or NRG Minneapolis, I believe that is the next one. That should be later this weekend, depending on when I get this edited. But that's the next big modern event. It is a, I don't know, 10, 20, 30K for modern. I can't remember, but so let's just get into it. Big differences from SCG Columbus, where I was playing Jeskai Breach, and I'm just going to list them all out here. Number one, I turned a land into a Mox Amber. I want a little bit more explosiveness from the deck, and I think 20 lands is just perfectly fine. So I cut a Spire Bluff Canal because it can just be pretty awkward. Fetch lands ends up being a little bit better for me. Didn't want to cut the Otawara, so I decided to cut the Spire Bluff Canal. So now we're down to one of those. I switched out Galvanic Blast for Lightning Bolt. The idea here that 4 damage with Metalcraft can kill a creature that matters a little bit more. Disadvantages, it doesn't kill Ledger Shredder right away. And advantage number 2 is you can actively, try to 4 your opponent out of the game easy when you have Breach. Let's say, the worst case scenario happens where Oracle gets exiled with Surgical or Relic or something like that. Other changes, I cut a Ledger Shredder for a 3rd Teferi. Trying that one out. I think I'm leaning on so far. I've played one prelim. You can watch that in a previous video. I believe that should be up. With this exact list. And I think I'm still leaning more towards having 4 Shredder, 2 Teferi. But we're going to try it out in this video. Maybe we'll really grow to love it. I just think Teferi is an incredible card. But there are matchups where it's actively bad. And Ledger Shredder, that's true a lot less of the time. But outside of that, our main MO, Underworld Breach, Grinding Station, and maybe you're all getting sick of me saying this, but you combine those with a 0-drop and a legend, either Emery, Teferi, Ragavan as well. You add mana every time you sack, mill yourself out, fastest Oracle at the end, win the game. That's the MO of the main deck configuration. Then the sideboard, some changes we made. I added another Wear Tear instead of an Urza, I believe was my cut. And I added back an Engineered Explosive. Hammer is a deck that's been picking up a lot. So it's good to have that. I don't really fear that deck too much. Whenever I lose to it, it's usually a mistake. So I don't know. Cards on my watch list, 3rd Dispute, Aether Gust, and that's pretty much it. I like everything else. So, whenever I say watch list, I'll refer to this in my Patreon all the time, but just cards I'm, pretty self-explanatory, keeping an eye on, and maybe be cutting from the list if I need to add a card for a matchup that's been pretty, prevalent or something along those lines. So as of right now, I'm really liking this list. We're going to test it out a little bit and give y'all a little bit of a chance to, you know, watch this gameplay in action. Hopefully watch someone good play it. You know, any given day, you know, I might punt away a game or two here, but, you know, I think if I can play this deck at a high level, it's the best deck in the format. And I truly believe that right now, you know, that's not the content creator, this is the best deck, click this thing type of thing. I think this is the best deck if you can play it well. And if, you know, for me specifically, if I'm playing this deck at the best of my ability during a given day, that's going to maximize my chance to win a modern event. But no, I don't always do that. And it's the easiest deck to mess up because it's so difficult. But hey, let's learn together, and enough of me chatting. All right, I would love to go first. Let's try to breach some people out. Okay. This hand is a little reliant on Ragavan living, but if it does live, it's pretty insane. So I'm gonna keep, and we're gonna do a little bit of weird sequencing here. So I want to play Ragavan, of course, and if it lives, you know, all our problems are solved. But if it doesn't, we gotta have a contingency plan. And our contingency plan is to draw a blue source and be able to play Mox and have Emry. But a good reason to not play Mox right now, if we get Thoughtseize, we get Thoughtseize. Who cares? We're going to connect with Ragavan. But in case we bobble into land Ledger Shredder, I'd probably still rather Ledger Shredder Mox. So we're just going to say go. And we're not going to activate Bobble yet, because if Ragavan lives, we'd rather keep the artifacts. Ragavan. Tapped. Uh-oh. Thoughtseize. No! Okay, we had to figure that was an option. Now we got to get a little lucky in the sense of just draw a land in our top two cards, but I think this hand was worth the risk in the dark. If we knew we were up against a Blood Crypt Fatal Push deck, I think I would ship it, but otherwise, in the dark like we were, I think it was worth the keep. So, looks like we got everything we needed anyways. So now it's just what our proper lands are going to be. We could just start with Emry, Mox, or we can get Hollowed Fountain, but we might want red. So I think we just play it safe here and go with Emry. Both our basics as our first two lands is very strange. Very strange. Is this Rakdos scam again? Man, there's been a lot of it if that's the case. Could just be, you know, Death Shadow or Rakdos mid-range. Could be plenty of things, but I've been seeing a lot of Rakdos decks lately, which I think the matchup's good, so it's a welcome sign for me. Okay. 4-color? Well, we don't care about that too much since we have a redundant copy. Okay, so we're for sure going to bring back Bobble. I think we might have a cute little play here. So we're going to play Bobble. I'm going to go fetch up a white source. Probably blue-white here. We do have blue with amber, so maybe it is red-white. Yeah, let's go with red-white. White. Here's a Teferi. I don't like if they have a Spell Pierce. Come on. Ugh. Okay, well, we were going to do a cool little play of tap Amber, bounce it, replay Amber, play Grinding Station, but we'll have to settle for not doing that, and instead crying. All right, so we'll bobble them. We don't care if they Thoughtseize us now. This is just Grixis control. It's definitely Grixis cards in their binder. But we're still doing good. We're going to start with 3 cards in hand plus a bobble. You know, it's plenty fine. And we are at the stage where if we top deck Underworld, it's over. So you know what? Let's do that. It seems like a great turn to top deck Underworld Breach. It's like it's not there. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, well, instead, I guess, how about we bring back this? So I'm guessing this is a creativity deck. That would make sense, I suppose. So regardless, let's kill this. Let's play Grinding Station. Say go. Keep doing this. Drawing 2 cards is better than 1. I knew about that. I knew about the push. Did I know about the push? I think I bobbled them and then they sacked the Tarn. I think that's what that is. So I could be wrong though. All right, so we'll bobble them. Okay, I think we figured out what deck we're up against. This is a good matchup for us though, I will say. Good matchup. Okay, well, they're probably going to go for it, and we're going to have the answer here. Hiya. And we will once again be asking for Underworld Breach. Yeah, their combo is slower than ours, and it doesn't win the game. You know, eventually it will, of course, but it doesn't win the game right away. All right, well, that's unfortunate. So I'm going to bobble. All right, and now I actually need disruption, so I'm going to bobble myself now. Dang it. I mean, that's exactly what I want, but I don't want it now kind of thing. So I almost shouldn't play a land to play around them having fetch land creativity, because then they'd make us discard both cards, and then we'd lose the game. Where Urza's Saga is not going to do us anything. So as long as I don't have to discard it, we're going to win. All right, checks out. Just in case they had double Archon, now I can discard those 2 and then win the game. But if they have Thoughtseize, then of course our play got really weird for no reason. I almost want them to have fetchland creativity at this point, even though it's like pretty good against us. It would at least be validating. Well, I'm a genius. I'm a genius. I'm very good. That was the best Magic play anyone has ever seen in their entire life. I'm a golden god. I think that's enough patting on the back, but that was enough for me. So here we go. GG. All right, so we start with Emry. Teach all the ins and outs of the combo here. So now that Emry comes back, okay. All right, that was pretty sweet. I'm gonna give us that one of just a kind of a basic thing there of not playing a land, but that was the difference in winning this game and losing it. You know, otherwise I would have just drawn Galvanic Blast. I would have ticked up Saga to 2. I would have pointed Galvanic Blast nowhere because it does nothing. I would have made a construct and literally died the next turn. So think out what your opponents can do. And I mean, that's half of Modern right now, is being aware of what your opponents can do. And right there, that was their best play. And it would make sense that they were setting that up because they aggressively transmogrified. So all that made sense. So, alrighty. Spell Pierce. I don't like sideboarding too much against them, to be honest. They don't Blood Moon because they need Dwarven Mine. They Leyline, probably. They can Leyline, so I'm going to leave into Fairies and Tears. This also hits Fable, which isn't bad. Galvanic and most of our removal is bad. Spellbomb, bad. I think I like my Teferis, and I like everything else. Maybe I could see taking out a Mox for something. I guess a Gust is good. All their meaningful stuff is red, so Let's do that for a Mox since we're on the draw anyways. All right, we'll try that. All right, we're going to keep. This sounds pretty good. Maybe we'll get to keep our Ragavan alive this time. And also, maybe we won't play it turn 1. We'll see. So it's a blue-red mana open. Blue-red open, is that just for a Spell Pierce that they're trying to counter? Because all their removal is black-based, I thought. That leads me to want to actually play Ragavan since there's no ability to push it. But they can also be the type of deck that has Ren. But if they also lead on Steam Vents, that leads me to believe they have Spell Pierce and they might Spell Pierce the drum. So I think the Ragavan makes more sense here because we didn't see a green land as well. So they could go land Ren and that's going to hurt us pretty badly. But we haven't seen it and we have seen Spell Pierces. We're playing around the cards we've seen and know from their deck. And hopefully this puts them in a weird spot. All right, cool. Lightning Bolt, eh? Excellent. We like Alpine Moon. 1 mana, do nothing until we draw Urza Saga next turn. Steam Vents. Down. Okay. Good call. Did I make a deal with the devil or something? Like, what the hell? Oh, God. All right. Yeah, I'm still just going to play Ledger Shredder here. At least we have a good card to discard, hopefully. Don't have another Lightning Bolt? Okay, good. Yeah, at least Ragavan cleared the way for Ledger Shredder. Is this going to be a Fable now? Okay. All right, I'm going to start with a drum. And then we're going to expressively iterate. Discard this Saga. It's not good. Come on! I want more of these cards. Ugh. So I can't play anything this turn, so I only get one of them is the tough part. And I've discarded the thing for... So I probably just want to try to locate Grinding Station. And the card that digs the most to it is Emery. Since that's the only card I actively need. All right, we're going to put EI back in the deck. We're going to play this land, then say go. Hopefully they do not go for it and or have it. The one Arid Mesa is kind of scary, so I bet they might not. That was the worst case expressive iteration Ledger Shredder, is drawing a land, which I didn't need, and then having this in there. So realistically, if we would have expressive iteration first, it would have been much better. But who would have known that, you know? Okay. They discarded Xander's Lounge and a card that would literally combo. So I'm scared. Okay. Now let's find some stuff. That's a tilt. Some bad draws. Some really unfortunate draws. Ever since we called the Alpine Moon, it's all downhill. They have a dispute here and we didn't play a land beforehand. That would also be frustrating. Okay, we did find it. We did find it, but we cannot pierce, or we cannot play around pierce. So at this point, we just go tap land, go, and try to win the game next turn. Hopefully they can't do anything too nasty to us, but their board is just exactly that. It's nasty already, so. And they get to loot around a bit. I mean, we just have to hope their best play is 2 Archons, to be honest. We can beat 2 Archons. Do I want to try to block with an Emry? Kind of. We don't have the 0 yet. Yeah, all right. Yeah, okay, all right. What you got? I guess they could creativity for 3. That would be pretty good. Creativity for 2 is fine. Kind of. We might still be in trouble. If we had 0 drops in our graveyard, we'd be fine, but we haven't hit any. Unholy Heat. All right, I think I got it. We have 1 avenue to be able to win, and it's not pretty. So I have to breach, and then I have to go Ragavan. 1, 2, 3. Ragavan. Now I have to tap this for Grinding Station, and then I have to Grinding Station into a 0 drop. Big money? Wow. Okay, so I have to grind this, and now I have to hit double Mox, basically. All right, we hit Bobble. But that no longer does anything. We needed something else. Okay, GG. Needed one of our 0s. So I still think these are enough for Alpine Moons as well. We don't really care about Alpine Moon that much, even though it kind of got us there. But yeah, whatever. Huh. This hand is not amazing. This was an Emry. They are a Thoughtseize deck, though, so I don't love to mulligan a lot of hands, but if they do Thoughtseize us, they take iteration, and our hand is kind of bad from that point, so the double Grinding Station is also basically a mulligan. This is a close mulligan. Okay. We're gonna keep. I'm just thinking how I want to sequence this. I think it just has to be turn 1 drum and hope they don't have Thoughtseize. Hope they're trying to play Spell Pierce or something, because then we can go turn 2 Emery with Spell Pierce backup, and then we could actually win this game. You know, otherwise we're like, you know, low on resources already, but the Thoughtseize on an Emery would be brutal, but it wouldn't be completely game-shattering. Obviously getting rid of Oracle. It's not good. It's not good at all. Okay, well, they're down a card as well, at least, but it is one that controls our Emery, which is a problem. Yikes. Well, if I do this, I for sure won't mill over Oracle. We got that going for us. Yeah, we're going to do that, I suppose. There's one of our wear tears already, though. Teferi will do it as well. But as of right now, this is just together to add a mana. You know, that's all this is going to do for us. That's a plan. Just start getting busy. Save iteration for next turn. All right, I'm in. Dash. Okay, we officially have a game plan. Counter their Fable the Mirror Breaker next turn and keep doing this. Uh-oh. Gotta counter this, I think. It's definitely going to be a game where we got to try to win without our combo, obviously with Leyline, but even just shut down Emery. Leyline is low-key one of the best, because we don't want to bring in Prismatic Ending against a 4-drop, really. So we got to just Wear Tear it or Teferi it. And then they can just recast it, which can be problematic. But overall, I do like this matchup. I don't care the result of this match by the end. I still enjoy it. I think it's good for us. But close, you know, Modern's close. I'm wondering if we want to Iteration first or Ragavan first. Oh, that was a dead draw. So what could we hit off theirs that we'd really want to cast? Like Fable the Mirror Breaker is like the only thing, and that's even just okay. So I think I will start with Iteration on this one. What am I looking to iterate into, though? Like, not much. But I still think it's worth it. All right, Breach Emery is like the literal worst possible. Wow. All right, well. It's so bad, I don't know what to do. I guess. I'll put this into my hand, shuffle this, and maybe I'll play an Emery, but wow, that was terrible. Okay, so now I would rather just get damage in and max out damage, since now we're just basically in trouble. So I'm going to attack for 3 here. Yeah, that was awful. The worst possible. And our Emery flipped all the cards we actually wanted. But hey, this happens. If they cut down half your deck and you draw that half, can be a problem. But, you know, if you draw a good mix of both halves, non-graveyard and aggressive, like if we had a Ledger Shredder going right now instead of a second Emery or a third Emery or a second Breach or something, this would be great. Or even some removal at this point. We did side out a decent amount of that, though, so maybe that's a problem. But land, transmogrify, fetch land is what we're afraid of. Maybe we'll hit a Thoughtseize off of them. Our opponent is playing very slow. We did hit a Thoughtseize. Okay, now the question is, do we want to Emery first and then Thoughtseize, or just Thoughtseize them? Either way, that was excellent. Do we want to mill 4 cards is basically what we have to ask, and I don't think we do. Alright, so we're dead. Yeah, we can't beat it. Can't beat it. Bummer. Be starting this video off with a loss. This was still a really good match. Like we kind of saw what it took for us to lose. We didn't have a 0 drop in our top 25 cards against them game 2, and then we just drew the wrong half when they drew the hate cards here, and just had a good draw. You know, so I think that's okay. I'm happy with this loss. All right, so let's get rid of this. We're not going to be able to draw anything to actually kill this thing. Teferi to bounce is probably going to be our best draw, and in that case, we'd still rather have Ragavan. But we need it. Right meow. Someone can play Ragavan into Teferi. Yeah, can't win. All right, let's play our second round. And this is what hands are supposed to look like. This has pretty much everything we want, and the world is our oyster for selections here, so we'll see what we're going to lead on. It's not always Ragavan. If we were to top deck another Bobble or a Mox Amber, it's probably Emery. It probably is Emery. I think the hierarchy goes turn 1 Emery, then turn 2 Ragavan as the best cards. But oh, looks like our opponent is mulliganing down to 4 Magic cards. So they're probably playing Tron or Dredge, or they've got some bad luck. Either way, I don't want to waste our God Hand on their mull to 4. That's the way you got to look at it, right? Right, chat? All right. Looks like they have stopped at 4. We'll see what we're looking like here. I bet Urza Land. Cue the Urza Land. It's going to be a mine. Urza's mine. I bet it's Dredge. Or Crabvine nonsense, you know? Okay, I don't think that changes anything for us. Just going to be a Ragavan. So either red, blue, or blue, red. Yeah, we're just going to get our Steam Vents. Exactly what you want to see on a Molda is a turn 1 Ragavan that you're probably super ready for. Called it. Yeah, we could easily still lose. You know, this is the type of the deck that just needs that early play. Hit some Vengevines here and just smash us down, you know? Opponents are slow today. Trying to play some fast Magic here. Okay, nothing big there. And so a bunch of Rotting Rats. I don't think those are good. They're functional. They do return. But not very good. They hit a Prize Amalgam. Nothing we're worried about as of right now. And next turn we are going to pop off unless they do something about this Ragavan. Okay, nothing for this turn except they have flying O2s. Time to pop off. Now we'll get to the point where we can just beat their creatures even if they come back. So our battlefield's going to be crazy. When you connect with a Ragavan, you do things on that next turn as long as your hand is functioning. Alright. Probably won't be casting that one, but we should probably lead on Ledger Shredder. We'll make sure and get that trigger. Now we can go with a Bobble. Get rid of this Ragavan. It's going to be a pretty sick turn 2. I'll tell you. Oh, God. Okay, that might make it a little bit sicker. Red. Yeah, it makes us not have to use our treasure. That's kind of sick. That's not a bad turn 2. Not a bad turn 2. Not bad. Let's do this now. A chill on top. Okay. Ah, they drew the chill. They drew the chill. Na boo boo, you drew the chill. Okay. Teferi also not very good against this deck, I'll tell you that. Nana boo boo, you drew a chill. Alright, there's a Vengevine. That's a real Magic card. And they can bring back Gravecrawler, since that's a zombie. So worst case, they can bring 6 more power for 1 mana. That's not bad. Okay. But we will have some stuff to do. Okay, our Ragavan is done attacking. Pretty much everything is done attacking for a bit. We'd like to combo them. All right, here's going to come Prized Amalgam as well. We know they have a chill in hand. We can bounce some stuff here. We're going to be on blocking duty now. Here comes the 3/3. Or we can just top deck Underworld Breach and end the game. We did not do that. All right. Since this can't block anyways, might as well Teferi. Get that out of there. And we're just going to bobble. Now it's just time to find our magic card. We could still find it right now and win the game. No. Now I'd rather keep a fetch land around in case we want to get rid of our top card. So let's check now. Unholy Heat. I could stand to draw that one just in case. All right, we'll get a counter and then defense for us, and we'll say go. Slow and steady a little bit on this because this is not Dredge. It is Crabvine, where they don't kill you on the spot like Dredge can in just one turn with Conflagrate. They do have to attack you. Mix it with some chills and stuff. Like, they can have explosive starts, but if you can contain them, it's not that bad. All right, so they're gonna Otherworldly Gaze. I don't think they even have Dredgers, so there's like no point. Yep, I think they're coming to that realization as well. I like that their name is very on brand. They do love some amalgams. They're their prized possession. I'll see myself out. Thank you very much, everyone. Y'all have a great day. All right, here comes the gaze. All right, gazing away. Puts Prize Amalgam and another card into the graveyard. And then it's probably just going to say go. They might try to kill Teferi, I guess. Yeah, I was thinking that. I also don't care if Teferi dies, so I'm going to let it, since we got another one. Spell Bomb. Yeah, I guess we can discard that because we're going to bring it back anyways. Sure. Two Prized Amalgams coming back now. I guess I kind of oversaw that. That was a bit of an oversight, I mean. Breach, please. I'd like to breach. Oh, okay. Interesting that that's not a breach. White, blue, Teferi. Send that back. Huh. It's not a breach either. Really interesting. Okay, I guess I can... because I can't win now if I... well, that's not true. If I hit it this turn... I think I will just bring back Bobble this time, because I want a Saga as well. Get to discard our Ragavan, because I don't think I can win... no, I totally can win if I hit it right now, but I couldn't if I paid 1 mana for this Spell Bomb. Okay, so there's that... is there a mountain left in my deck? I really wouldn't like to, I would like to stay at 12 if possible, but I don't want to draw that. And I think it's okay to whiff that away. Just get that mountain. And we'll say go. We're trying to hopefully win next turn. But we still got plenty of heat in the canister here. That's not a breach either. All right, we're halfway through the deck. Not seeing any of them so far. There's been some really bad variants so far. Usually I do not like to, you know, blame any type of magic on variance, but it is been a little wonky today. Okay, there's one. Oh, whoops. I totally should have been killing this crab. Yeah, that was my bad. Crab is literally the only way I could lose this game, and I have 2 removal spells in hand. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Good job, Corey. All right, I know they have 1 in hand, though. And that's 2 of them. So they cannot chill me to death. Do have another Vengevine that could be coming here. Okay. I need some Narcomoebas, I guess. Yeah. I need another one, though. Okay. Well, suppose I want to make sure I stay above 3, which is going to be easy to do here. Go like this. Do I truly even care for a gigantic construct? I think I do. Wait, yeah, because if I can get it large enough, I can just win the game. It's going to have to get pretty large, as I'm especially getting rid of an artifact here, but I can just bounce enough of their stuff at some point. All right, we're going to make it anyways. You know what would be good right now? A breach. All right, I think we'll just add mana. I want to go for the win this turn since we don't care that much about a construct. Just get Bobble. Now I'm going to Bobble myself, see what we're going to draw. Okay, that's a good one. Now we're going to go like this. Kind of thought that was our second spell, but it is not. So I guess we go blue. Go like this. Red iteration. Oh my god. Okay, well, we don't need Grinding Station, so we're going to put this to our hand. We are going to use Unholy Heat to kill this crab. And a Spell Bomb, or we're going to bring back a Spell Bomb. Play Spell Bomb. We're going to Bobble ourselves. Okay, at least we got more disruption. So now we can take care of 3 creatures on their turn. I should not have bobbled first before I attacked, since I plan on doing this anyways. That's okay. Okay, try this again next turn. All right, Unholy Heat to hand plus something else. Getting close to auto-fetchable lands. Now they can just Creeping Chill from their hand, put me down to 2. And then I really don't want to kill that supplier, you know? It's been a very strange game. And strange as in they'd be so dead if we drew the card Underworld Breach at any point. Unearth. Unearth, give it haste. It's okay. At least it's each player. Makes it pretty interesting. Oh yeah, they discarded Vengevine. So they're going to get a couple of those. So they have one more Gravecrawler. Interesting. Still should be able to live through this turn. That Wonder in the graveyard has actually been doing some work. But we are probably going to have to do stuff next turn or I think we're going to die. 1,000 turns later. Can't block, flying. Okay. All right, so if I just kill 2, block 1, that's fine, unless I want to stay out of chill range to try to live one more turn, which I suppose I would like to do. So I guess step 1, heat. If I heat this and block, no, I still go to 3. Oh, I can bounce though too. Okay. Yeah, I'd rather stay alive, I suppose. So bounce. Boink. Heat. Yeah, then I get another loot. That won't do. Oh yeah, this does. Yeah. This stops me from getting chilled to death next turn. Then again, chill mixed with this, and I'm probably dead. Maybe. It's actually probably not true. Oh yeah. I forgot about all this nonsense. It's only one. This is only one amalgam coming back, to be honest, which is kind of funny. And I do get to connect with Ragavan now. How about a Breach? We are well over half of our deck. This is just unbelievable. This is just absolutely unbelievable. Guess 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm so close to killing them too. So all I need is a artifact to just attack them for lethal. What do I have left for my lands? I got that. Sacred Foundry? Looks like I do, which we really might need. So what if I Sacred Found? No, I guess I don't need it right now. I can go with white, blue, red, and cast a fairy, bounce Mox. Bounce Mox. Okay, I think that does it. I might need another 0-drop. Cast this. I might need just a non-land here. A non-land for sure wins. Oh my god. I think I'm a damage short. So I could put the Shredder up to 7. This goes up to 3. 10, 11, 12, 13. That's 13 damage, of course. Or I could Emery Bracken Artifact, but that's still 13. Oh my god. Unreal. I think I'm getting to the point where I have to draw or put Spellbomb into play, crack it. And then hope to hit Breach exactly with my last draw, and then bring back a bunch of artifacts to just attack for enough. Because I'll be out of mana. $13 damage. Yeah, I'm down to my last outs. So I can go Spellbomb. Guess I need to thin out first. What do you know? Here's 4 breaches. All right, gotta hit one of them. Or Galvblast. Got 2 outs. Well, 5 outs, I mean. All right, so I guess now I'm at the point where I have to draw Galvblast during their draw step to win the game. If I can get them to 4. 10, yeah, I can attack for 10 and exactly draw Galvblast with enough artifacts. This is nuts. All right, well, oh, I have to attack first. Okay, bobble them. And let's draw one of our only Galvblast. Obviously, we're gonna draw 2 breaches, right? Oh wait, I thought we had 2 bobble triggers. Oh, I hate this. I hate this game, and I don't know why I play it. Unreal, y'all. That was unreal. Oh my god. I guess we have to still play Magic after that, but we'll bring in a Lantern. That was just unbelievable. Our opponent molded 4 as well. Oh my god, that was ridiculous. I don't even know what to do. All right, I actually do, but I'm out of it now. All right, Teferi is not very good. Disputes are not bad. And we'll just go like that. We still just want to be as explosive as possible. I guess if they have ley lines... Yeah, if they have ley lines, I might want that over a Mox. We'll try that. Just to be able to have some answers to it. I hope they're not ley lining. Actually, all this removal is not good. It's only good for Crab. So, yeah, I should have brought in Dispute and another Teferi. Yeah, I'm gonna keep. I'm on full T, so we're keeping loose gooses. I mean, to be fair, this is like a turn 2 kill if we draw a land. Yeah, so this is not a loose goose. If we draw a land, we could win on the second turn if we connect it with Ragavan. But if we don't connect with Ragavan, we could just be dead on the spot. This is a scenario where I want to play Mox first, because my hand's pretty reliant on it. Two Nargamoebas, y'all. Two of them. Get them in there. Emry to my hand. Put this land here. We'll try to win the game next turn. Should be able to. Maybe not. Might have to attack with Ragavan. Yeah, I don't think we can actively win next turn unless we top deck a 0-drop. Plenty of draws give us the win, but I think as it stands right now, we don't quite have it. No zombies as of now, so they don't have that Vengevine coming back for sure. What a crazy video so far, y'all. I already can see the title of this video. I'll be like, yeah, you know, some leagues are easy with Breach. Sometimes you get leagues like this, you know? Oh my god, if they attack with both. Even attacking with one is bad here, I think, to be honest. All right, let's get red-white, I guess. It's good if they have surgical, that's for sure. All right, so yeah, I don't think we can combo. Grinding Station, Underworld, add a bunch of red mana. Guess it's kind of risky, but we do have 2 breaches. So, and we can add a bunch of red mana, eventually find Drum, start converting one of it into this, and then with enough blue, we bring back Emry. Yeah, I think we can do it. This is like the bare minimum that we can do it, but I do think we can. All right. Breach. Grinding Station. Yes. You gotta do this the slow way here. That was nice of them. We're coming back to our Zen place, y'all, after that shenanigans. Okay. Now, how much do we want to respect the crab? Which I think we should. Shredder is something that's just okay. I think we can take out... Unholy Heat's actually the worst of them. Galvanic Blast is just better because it could win the game as well. Didn't see anything having to do with hate so far. But once again, Teferi just cleans up as far as hate, no matter what they have. Like, we don't really know. All right, we'll try this. And this. Okay, our deck's like, I'm sorry. Here's the combo over and over. That's my bad. All right, so I'm going to keep. If they do have like a leyline start, though, here, this one's really bad because we do not have any aggro plan whatsoever. But does not look to be the case. Might just be a crabby start. So crabby. Even worse. Okay. That changes our play. We'll just say go. Hopefully they go for like the, crab into fetch land start. We can Unholy Heat it, and then we can go Shredder, Bobble, discard a Grinding Station, and then, hopefully combo on turn 4 with this kind of hand. Okay, our Unholy Heat's not doing much. There are the ley lines. Jesus. Okay, this could be bad. We might have to try to combo on turn 3 at this rate. Yeah, they're going to get 9 more power into play. So 9. We can probably live through one more turn, but it's what do we do that turn after? Ooh, maybe we can't even, because if I block that, I take 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I mean, I can survive on board with what they have. If we can draw something that allows us to combo, which I don't think... All right, I think we need Ledger Shredder here as a little bit of defense, as well as just filling the graveyard. We don't have a clear avenue to win next turn, so we just have to do more. But yeah, we're going to lose. We're going to lose. I think we would need, like, Mox Amber and a land. Even then, I don't know if that's enough. Either way, this will go down as the most frustrating Jeskai Breach video in the existence of Jeskai Breach videos. And I'll just stay retired after this one. Okay, so if I block the most damage, I take 9, 10, 11. Okay. I guess. Yeah, we're so dead. I guess that's another card that goes to our yard. Now, I can't see a sequence of 2 draws that gets us there. Well, that actually helps. We needed to discard another card. If any card starts us off, it's probably that. Okay. God, with 1 land, we could for sure do this. Yep, we had one more untapped land. I think we could do this. Start with a breach, use the untapped land. Yeah, we'd probably have to have 2 Moxes to get it going. So yeah, that was the most frustrating Jeskai Breach couple matches and video that I've ever made. Like, comment, share if you feel my pain. I would say come into the Patreon, but we didn't really win a lot, so it's not the best advertisement there. I'm gonna go cry. Okay, peace.